Good day, my plant foldies. This is Richie at GrowFolds, and today, you guessed it, we are going to, say it with me, go big box store plant shopping at the Home Depot out here in McKinney, Texas. In today's video, we are going to be exploring new proven winner Leafjoy plants. I'm actually going to be looking for the Monstera mint that has been making it out to Home Depots and big box stores. So we'll see if we can find some rare and uncommon plant finds from proven winners. I will also show you a little bit, just a little bit of outdoor garden plants. So let's go ahead, walk around this store, and just join me in today's video as we look for budget-friendly options for outdoor gardening as well as indoor tropical plants. Let's do this, plant foldies. Okay, plant foldies. And for those that are new to the channel, I call my viewers and subscribers plant foldies. Welcome. My name is Richie and I do daily plant content. And as you can see right here, I'm in the outdoor Home Depot Garden Center out here in McKinney, Texas. You can see right behind me are these massive Acer palmatum or Japanese maples. They are probably the most budget-friendly options in terms of a Japanese maple, like this one right over here, Jade Fire. This one is only for $68.98 and you get a massive Japanese maple. Even though it is a cloudy day out here in McKinney, Texas, there are quite a bit of people shopping for plants and I am just loving it. So my first question for anybody that is watching today's video, are you actually starting an outdoor garden? Are you into more of the indoor tropical plants? Because this channel actually has evolved to doing both indoor and outdoor tropical plants. So for me, just being able to take you guys alongside with me to go plant shopping, to look at some of these options is really a fun deal for me. It is a cloudy and windy day, so hopefully it will capture the audio. But as you can see right here, Home Depot is massively stocked, and I'm actually gonna go and show you some of the details of the plants that they have here. Again, let me just go ahead and show you what they have to offer. This is just in the outdoor section, and look at it, right behind me are several options for outdoor garden plants. And then I'm gonna go ahead and just walk over here. As you can see right over here, there are even an overage of outdoor garden plants, like right here, just rows and rows of plants. So spring is here to stay. And as far as your outdoor gardening needs, I would just tell you that Home Depot is definitely the place to be. A couple of notable outdoor garden plants I'm going to show you today that I like is, for instance, this one right here, this Fatsa japonica, $12.98. This is a Japanese Aralia, and for those that don't know, I love things all Japanese, just the Japanese culture in general. Hence the reason why I call this channel GrowFolds, because I love origami, and most of my videos I'm actually wearing kimonos. That's kind of like my new trend to wear, but today I'm actually sporting a jacket that features my family's home country, and yes, say it with me, the Philippines. So you can see right here. What do y'all think, plant foldies? Like I said, again, I am just enjoying making this plant content with y'all. I'm very chatty, so if you've just discovered me, just know that I'm going to be very chatty and just showing you all sorts of plants. But a couple of other notable plants that I actually want to add into my outdoor garden would be the Encore azaleas. So actually, Home Depot's pricing is a little bit cheaper than Lowe's. And if you didn't see yesterday's video, definitely check out the thumbnail there. It is a showdown of big box stores. Home Depot right over here versus Lowe's. If you haven't seen that video, definitely check it out. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and show you some of the vegetables and herbs, and then we're going to quickly look at the indoor tropical plants, because I already know most of y'all want to see it. Stay till the very end of the video, because you will not imagine what I actually found in today's big box store plant shopping video. So let's go look at some of the outdoor plants and then head inside. So plant foldies, as you can see right here, we are looking at burpee vegetable plants right over here. So we've got cherry tomatoes or celebrity tomatoes for $3.33. We've got some type of pepper right over here, habanero orange pepper. I might actually pick up a couple of these just because I do want to feed some of my backyard chickens some of those peppers. It is one way to keep them healthy, apparently. And then as you can see right here, if you are looking to start a spring vegetable garden, let me know in the comments section, because big box stores like Home Depot is where you need to be. You can see that over here. We do have some Fatsa japonica, or Japanese Aralia. Now, these are considered plants that can be adaptable as an indoor house plant. I love the shape of the leaves. They do remind me of Japanese maples, or just maples in general. And then you can see right over here, we do have quite a bit of encore azaleas. These are reblooming azaleas. This one is the Autumn Royalty. And for me, I am going to go ahead and try to grow more azaleas. The problem with azaleas is if you do not water them consistently and they're not established, they will go to plant heaven. And as you can see right here, we have a bunch of Diplandia, I think that's how you pronounce it. I thought these were also mandevilla flowers, but if you like all of these blooms, it's apparently drought tolerant as well. They have rows and rows and rows of beautiful mandevilla flowers. These ones are for $34.98. I really do like flowers. So that's something I will also talk about with the plant foldy community, is just my love for flower gardens. And you can see right over here, just the massive selection at this Home Depot, and lo and behold, we are now seeing more caladiums. And I've been showing caladiums a lot, but this one right here is a beautiful caladium. Look at the color, plant foldies. I already recently bought a Proven Winners Leafjoy heart caladium, but this one right here is for $9.98. This one is grown by Altman Plants. And what do y'all think of the coloration? What do y'all think about caladiums in general as an indoor plant? Would you grow them, or would you strictly grow them as an outdoor shade garden plant? Let me know, but those are really pretty. And then we're talking about canna lilies as well. Look at the dark foliage that we have over here. And let's go ahead and just look at a couple more plants. So if you live out in North Dallas, which is where I'm based at, you know that our summers get 100+ degree weather. But if you want a really drought tolerant plant that is also considered a perennial, consider yourself getting a lantana. And this one is a really good deal, really good price for $19.98. And you get this massive container of lantana. What do y'all think of that? That is absolutely stunning. And let's go ahead and just keep going around here and looking at some of the overage of plants. It looks like they've got different types of flowers. They've got arrangements like this, where these are $24.98. And so we've got some begonias here in flower. We've got polka dot plants also here. We've even got, I spot a Hedera helix somewhere. There is a Hedera helix. Oh, there it goes. That is the Hedera helix, or the Hedera helix. That's the correct way to say it, English ivy. So if you want container garden plants, that is where you can go. And let's talk about caladium, Proven Winner plants. This one is massive as well. And this is only for $24.98. And actually, this is the Caladium Radiance, which is actually my favorite one of all of the hybrids. You can see that it is a massive plant already, and for that price, that is absolutely amazing. I don't know about y'all, but I am tempted to purchase something like this. I might end up buying it at Lowe's. And like I said again, plant foldies, big box store plant shopping is where it's at, because you will find the most budget friendly options. And then you can even see right over here, we've got a bunch of hostas, and even more plant offers like this one right here. We've got some coleus plants. This one is for $1.98. This is the Fairway Yellow. It's a dwarf coleus plant, and I just love the neon colored plant. Shout out to Eric, Planty Buds. Be sure to subscribe to his YouTube channel. He consistently leaves many comments for my videos. I really appreciate it, sir. I know that he coined the hashtag Neon Plants 2026, and this one is for you. Let's go ahead and continue walking around and picking up these plants and seeing what they have to offer. And plant foldies, there are quite a bit of people shopping, so I'm gonna try not to get people in these shots, but this fairy trail bride cascading hydrangeas is super beautiful, and that really caught my eye. But as you can see right here, if you are not shopping at a big box store like Home Depot and you are a plant lover, you need to go shop at Home Depot right now in the outdoor garden section. This is a massive selection of plants, and I will highlight the fact that this particular Home Depot is definitely one of the best ones out in the North Dallas area. Again, this one is off of Custer Road in McKinney, Texas, and you can even see right here, $24.98. We've got these proven winner caladium hybrids. Shout out again to proven winners. This one is that bottle rocket red caladium, and this is sun tolerant. So I love that they have all of these caladiums that are sun tolerant. We also have more right over here. You'll have to let me know in the comment section what y'all think, but just rows and rows and rows of beautiful outdoor garden plants. Like, I could totally make a full episode of that, but I'm gonna just spend a little bit of time to get you guys excited about outdoor gardening. So if, again, this is your type of niche, definitely press the subscribe button with all the notifications turned on so you never miss an upload. I typically do live premieres with a chat at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And then you can see right here, Heart to Heart Blushing Bride Strap Leaf Caladium. This is just amazing. All of the plants that are considered more of an outdoor garden plant, you can see, you can actually make this an adaptable indoor plant that you can grow indoors. And then speaking of which, you can see all of these gorgeous coleus plants too. I know not a lot of people are really into coleus, but I adore them so much. And you can see right over here, all of the wonderful colors that they offer here. I love that pink. It doesn't even look like a real plant or like a real plant, but it definitely is. So you can get these for the price of $5.98. You can get a plethora of different types of coleus plants. And I also love these container bucket plants that they have here. Look at this, they've got a coleus and they've got polka dot plants right over here. And then they also have begonias. I love it. And this is a drop container for $69.98. This is one of my favorite coleus. This one is called Coleus Wasabi, and it is able to tolerate the sun. So that is one plant that I would actually recommend. And if you see right over here, many shrubs and garden plants. So again, plant foldies, feel free to leave in the comments if you're into outdoor gardening plants as much as I am as well. It is spring 2026, and some of the best plants that you will find will be at a big box store. I'm just gonna walk around here and just kind of show you all of the plants that we have available. As you know, plant foldies, I love Japanese maples, Acer palmatum, and you can see right here, we've got a bunch of Acer palmatum. These are the Tamukeyama lace leaf Japanese maples. And you can see right over here, we also have beautiful Acer palmatum bloodgood. And then we also have all of these tropical shrubs. You can see right over here, we have oleander. Look at this beautiful blooms. And just one thing to notice about oleander is they are highly toxic and poisonous. So just make sure that you do not ingest any of these because these are very toxic, poisonous plants. But look at those beautiful hot pink blooms. We also have all of these hibiscus in braided form. So I'll go ahead and keep walking around. So even though it is a cloudy day, it is still bringing me so much joy to just walk around here, plant foldies, and show you all of the beautiful plants. Again, let me know in the comments section. I do have a pinned comment that I talk about in every single video. Definitely comment and let me know your thoughts about some of the plants that you're seeing and just reply to that. I would love to have an open discussion. But as you can see right here, we do have beautiful hibiscus in my home country, which is the Philippines. We call these gomamela, and these just grow into full-blown trees. And then if you spin around over here, we also have Japanese maples. You can see right over here, we have a trellis of mandevilla flowers. So this side of Home Depot's outdoor garden section really is conducive to, say, the climate of the Philippines, which is hot, humid, sometimes rainy. And you can see all of the tropical shrubs that they have here. For instance, we've got a Croton Petra right over here for $19.98. And actually, this is a plant that I would consider adding into my houseplant collection. This is the variegated umbrella plant, or Chiflera. And guess what? For a massive variegated plant like this, it's only $19.98, which I think is an amazing deal. You'll have to let me know in the comments section if you would love to grow a variegated Chiflera. I think these are awesome. And that goes to show in terms of just a lot of the plants that you find at Home Depot, you will find them in places that, you know, as far as the price is what I mean, a lot of the times you will think that indoor tropical plants are strictly for indoor, but those are definitely adaptable as an indoor tropical plant. Again, you'll just have to let me know in the comments section again what you think. But as far as all of the plants that we're seeing, so these are all the tropical shrubs right over here. And take a look at this one right here. Look at that beautiful bloom. Isn't that lovely? I think it is so awesome. So let's just keep looking at some more of the plants that they have to offer at this location. So the wind is totally messing up my hair, but as far as just walking around here, look at all of these plants. One plant that I think is just so awesome, I wish it would be adaptable as an indoor plant, would be a heuchera. This one is the Dulce Wildberry. This is a heuchera hybrid for under $15, $14.98, because this is such a pretty dark foliage plant. Look at how purple this leaf is. Now, I am curious if anybody has actually grown heucheras as like an indoor plant. You know, we talk about all of these spring outdoor garden plants. Are they adaptable as an indoor tropical plant? Because when you think about it, right, we think about English ivy, Hedera or Hedera helix, and that's grown as an indoor plant. But are heucheras like this able to grow as an indoor plant? Let me know in the comments section. I think that is gorgeous. And as I've said it before, Proven Winners just has amazing plants. Like this one, $14.98. What? This is the heuchera Black Pearl. Like, could you see this as an indoor plant? Can you actually see yourself adding this indoors? And then the purple undersides of the leaves are just amazing. This would actually make like a really good thumbnail. Let me know if you think so. Yep. So we might screenshot that and actually add that as a thumbnail. But as far as all of the plants again today, we do have quite a bit of indoor plants. I'm just curious if anybody has really done a lot of shopping for your spring outdoor garden plants. I mean, you can just see right here, rows and rows and rows of plants. Some of my favorite plants are definitely the perennials. So when you think about growing plants outdoors, consider yourself growing plants that are perennials because you will save more money since they come back year after year. Again, my other advice would be know your grow zone. So for me, being based out in North Dallas, my grow zone is 8B. List in the comments section what your grow zone is, and maybe I can give you some tips on what plants you could add to your outdoor plants. I mean, take a look at this right here. This is another tropical plant here, under $8, and you have a beautiful cordyline kiwi plant. These ones are sometimes marketed as a plant that you can grow indoors, but like my grandmother says, these plants are highly susceptible to spider mites. So growing them indoors long-term is quite challenging. I do find that they have a beautiful coloration, but they tend to be better off as an outdoor shade plant or someplace that gets like bright indirect light. So As you can see here, I'm really just trying to avoid getting people in these shots, but we are now going to start going into the indoor tropical section. But again, look at all of these. It's so amazing. Yeah, I'm just really excited. And like I said, again, plant foldies, the majority of my plant shopping videos are really centered around just having an open dialogue. I don't really have a script. I just point and shoot my content. So if that is something that you're into, if you like somebody to talk your ear off, if you want somebody to just be hanging out with you, then this is the YouTube channel for you. So let's go ahead and get into some of the succulents and cactus. So if you're looking to save some money, succulents and cactus for my plant foldies that love that, this is the section that you want to continue watching. So let's go ahead and look at some of the details. Start off with this $69.98. And you can see this is a Euphorbia chocolate drop. And look at how massive this one is right over here. Super cool. Super massive for a really good budget friendly price. And then right over here, we do have fire sticks, Euphorbia. This one is a really cool looking one as well. You'll have to let me know what you think. And this is one that I like, but I feel like this size, $24.98. This is the Dragon Tree Bones, Euphorbia lactea variegata. That one is super cool. And I just really want to see if this is something I could grow in my grow zone outdoors. I do have like a prickly pear cactus that has withstood like even snow and ice, and it's living its best life. I didn't even realize that there are some types of succulents and cactus that actually can withstand that type of harsh cold weather, but apparently they can. And then you can see right over here, this one is an artichoke agave, and it does kind of look like an artichoke right over here. Take a look at that. And then we also have another agave. This is an agave Cornelius Starlight. That's pretty cool as well. And then we're going to spin around here. And we have some more of these dragon tree euphorbias. Now this one is for $69.98 because it is a larger form. So you can see we do have quite a bit of succulents and cactus that we can explore as well. Some of them are larger. And I'm curious for anybody that actually grows succulents and cactus, if you have your own succulent and cactus outdoor garden, again, feel free to let me know in the comments section. But you can see right over here, several beautiful arrangements. This one right over here is a really cool variegated. I would assume this is an agave, white striped century plant. So yeah, this is an agave as well. I really like the look of it. It almost reminds me of a Sansevieria. Really cool looking plant. And then I'm going to spin around here really quick and just kind of walk through and show you some of the hanging baskets of succulents and cactus. Again, most of these are in 6-inch planters under $15, so $14.98. We've got a string of pearls right over here. Lovely string of pearls. I love it. We also have this one right here, Burrell's tail, donkey tail, right over here. And this was one that actually likes to trail. Really cool looking hanging basket of succulents right here. As far as care tips, again, bright indirect light, but actually more light for a lot of these succulents and cactus. And take a look at this. So actually a lot of people are a fan of the pickle plant. This one is again $14.98. If you look at the texture, look at that. Really nice looking pickle plant. I really just like the texture of the leaves. And that's the thing that makes me very fascinated about succulents and cactus is just the textures, the colors, the shapes of the plant. And, you know, going big box store plant shopping makes it possible for you to find these types of succulents and cactus for a budget friendly price. This is a string of ruby necklace. This is another one that is often seen at big box stores, again, for $14.98. And I'm going to pan around here again and just show you how full our Home Depots are. This location is just booming with lots of outdoor garden plants. And so this is the reason why For me, and this is really close to where I am based at, for me, it's just really fun to take the plant foldies with me as I go big box store plant shopping, because I truly believe that you shouldn't limit yourself to just indoor plants. I think we should look at plants holistically. Feel free to leave in the comment section if you agree or what you think of that. But like these right here, these are so cool. These little container arrangements for under $25, $24.98. And you can even see right here all of the nice blooming begonias. And these are really nice arrangements. Like you would think that this is a large leaf Photonia, but that is what a polka dot plant looks like when it is allowed to really live its best life. I am just really inspired, like really inspired to just continue to get my outdoor garden section together, especially with these really nice orange blooms. These are Riger begonias. And I am just curious if anybody's actually grown Riger begonias long term. But as you guys notice, I am trying to show you guys more of the details of the plants, because that is feedback that I've been given in the comment section. So again, if you want to see a specific plant or have some constructive feedback, definitely leave that in the comment section. As y'all know, plant foldies, it is only good vibes only for this YouTube channel, but that doesn't mean that we can't evolve and grow as long as we do so in a respectful manner. But I'm gonna keep panning around here. I am just loving it. And I feel like the video doesn't do these plants justice. You really have to see this in person to really understand the beauty of these plants. And as I pan around here, this is probably my favorite blooming one, because take a look at that. It's got such a delicate pink undertones to the white blushing blooms. It makes me want to buy it just for the particular flower right here. So let's go ahead and keep going on and looking at some of the other plants that we have. So plant foldies, are you enjoying today's video where I am showing you some of these plants? Because right now we are going to be going inside to look at some of the indoor tropical plants. I know that that's really the main event, but as you can see right over here, if you talk about plants that you can find at Home Depot, massive amounts of indoor tropical plants. We've got a bunch of Sansevieria with pothos plants. We've got a Ficus lyrata or fiddle fig leaf tree right over here. And these are all of these statement piece plants, the plants that have large growth. And these are all available at this particular Home Depot. Really awesome. And you know what? As much as I love these alocasias right over here, it's just not in the cards for me to be able to grow them because of just how challenging they can be. They're just not the best fit for me. I would say, let me know in the comments section if you agree, because they are so much spider mite prone. Right behind me though is the Monstera deliciosas, and these ones are for only $39.98. So as we make our way into the exciting part, I did want to just show you some of the other plants that they have available here. If you're looking for a massive Monstera Thai constellation, for instance, under $40. Look at this. Can you believe in 2026, we are now seeing variegated Monsteras for a budget-friendly price? This really, it's just crazy. And you know, I always wonder if people get tired of seeing big box stores. I hope you guys don't, but even if you do, I'm still going to make them, because how do you prevent people from seeing massive plants like this? As you know, this is where it's at, and I'm gonna go ahead and just give you some more details, close-ups of the plants, and give you my commentary. Again, for those that are new to the channel, if you haven't already, go ahead and press the subscribe button with all the notification bell on, so that way you're part of this plant foldy community. And let's go ahead and keep shopping for some budget-friendly plants at this Home Depot. So the thing about doing big box store plant shopping videos, especially when you go to an amazing Home Depot like this and you find variegated Monsteras, Monstera Thai constellations for a super inexpensive price of under $40, you kind of stop at your tracks and just admire the variegation. But even more so, it just gives you inspiration to know that you aren't actually having to spend hundreds of dollars on these collector item monsteras. I know the monstera Thai constellations have become common due to tissue culture, but I feel like plants in general should never be gate kept. I think plants should definitely be available to the general public. So, you know, for those that may not always be in support of big box store plants, just know that everybody has an option to shop where they want to shop. And I would always tell any plant foldie or anybody that follows my videos that you need to shop where you're most comfortable with, shop where you find the most value, and don't judge others for where they source out their plants. I think that that's what happens a lot is, you know, some people are just very much so quick to judge where people shop. I just say, if you're not outwardly trying to hurt anybody, then treat people with respect. And as you've gotten to know me and my YouTube channel, I tend to also give a lot of commentary about just social things that happen with social media, as well as just the plant community in general. I do believe that as we, you know, continue to delve into all of these beautiful plants at Home Depot, that more and more people are getting excited to grow plants. You already know plant foldies. I love, say, this Aglaonema Silver Bay. This one is one that everybody needs to add in their plant collection because they're so easy to care for, low light tolerant, and drought tolerant. So I love that as well. And then if you spin around here, who would have thought that you would find variegated monstera Thai constellations, these variegated Thai constellations for under $15 if you want to start our plant. And then let's talk about the fact that they've got rows and rows of Philodendron variegated nuclear congos. I think that is super cool. And let's just talk about the fact that we haven't even made it into the indoor tropical section. And this Home Depot is already bringing in a huge punch. Again, we are searching for the newest proven winner Leafjoy plants. But for now, we'll go look at some of the budget-friendly options, like this Syngonium strawberry cream for under $5, $4.98. And you can find a beautiful strawberry cream Syngonium. What else do we have here? We have other plants around the corner. It looks like some of these have had some damage, unfortunately, and that's what happens when you have a surplus of plants. Not all of the plants will get the care that they need, but needless to say, at least we have many plants to pick from. I do want to show you this plant right over here. Look at this massive Marble Queen pothos, and this one is for under $6, $5.98. As you've watched a lot of my videos, I have to tell you that pothos plants are some of the top plants to add to your plant collection, no matter how advanced or rare your plant collection is. I just think that it's a classic plant. It's an easy plant. It's a plant that brings people joy. And, you know, Home Depot, again, has options like this right here, this neon pothos. This one's for $14.98 in a 6-inch planter. I do think that the value of that particular pothos plant is pretty good as well. And then we also have the hanging baskets by Vigoro right over here for $19.98. That is another classic plant that you can add to your collection. So let's go ahead and walk into the indoor section to look at proven winner plants. And here's the main event. I know everybody is looking for proven winner Leafjoy plants, and they've got a couple of rows here. So we'll go one by one and just see what plants they have to offer. It looks like they just got a restock, which is super exciting, but I want to go ahead into the depths of these corners to see what kind of proven winner plants do we have. Let's go ahead and start out with some of these ones at the very top. These are the hydroponic grown plants. This one is for $19.98, and we got a beautiful Dracaena Hurricane right here by Proven Winners Leafjoy. Shout out to Proven Winners Leafjoy for just bringing us joy at big box stores by making these plants readily available. You know, mid-April is where we're seeing a bunch of these new houseplant releases. Again, we are plant hunting for the Monstera Mint, but as we do that, we're going to also look at some of the other plants that Proven Winners has to offer. To highlight Proven Winners, they have just really elevated the plant styling like this right here. It's literally an anthurium, blooming anthurium, growing straight water. So you don't have to worry about the watering requirements of this particular plant. So I don't know about you, but Proven Winners is some nurseries that just really, I guess, elevate and push the envelope when it goes to indoor tropical plants. And then you can just see here rows and rows of different types of plants that you can grow hydroponically. They've really just pushed the envelope again. And then you can see right over here, we have even more plants. These are new releases. And I think for any of the Hoya heads, oh my goodness, never mind. Oh my goodness. Let me pause here and just show you this. This is the first time I have ever seen this, and oh my gosh, we got a Philodendron Hederaceum variegated version for $19.98. Okay, so this is an example of what I was talking about, where you never know what you're gonna run into, and this is the reason why I have to keep making big box store plant shopping videos. I would totally buy this. And you can scan this QR code from Proven Winners Leafjoy and let them know what you think. But I love the fact that they have this. I love Philodendron Hederaceums, but this one right here, these variegated forms are so challenging to find. They're still quite expensive. If you were to buy them from an independent seller, I need this. Do I need to buy this plant foldies? Let me know in the comments section. I am shook right now because I found these. I'm probably going to end up buying one. So just know that I, again, wasn't expecting to find this, but who would not agree to buy this? Now it looks like you know, a marble queen pothos, but you can see that the shape of the leaf really does look like a heart shape, and that is just stunning. I would think it'd be so cool to grow these on a totem pole or moss pole. That is amazing. So that is another Proven Winners Leaf Joy release. And then we also have these Stramanthe Trio Stars, which, you know, I have tried to grow these in the past. They're very similar to Calatheas. To me, they're just a little bit too challenging for me to grow long term. I do love the foliage, but you know, as far as this plant, it needs to be consistently watered. And it is one that you definitely have to pay attention to in terms of spider mites and higher humidity levels. It is for $19.98. It is a beautiful plant. I do love the pastel purple planter, but Proven Winners has these released, and for me, that's going to be a pass. I wouldn't necessarily buy that because of the care it requires. I just wouldn't be able to provide that care. And then over here, this is another beautiful Hoya. This is the Hoya Shining Star, and it is literally trailing. I think about all of my Hoya heads, all of my Hoya fans. So if you are actually a fan of Hoyas, then you must be team Proven Winners, Leafjoy. I would just say they always produce some of the best Hoyas out there, and I'm trying not to smash some of these plants. This is like almost like a Hoya haven right over here. And this is a particular Hoya I really do love. This is the Shining Star Hoya. And this one is under $20, $19.98. So really nice looking plant. Again, plant foldies, I wasn't really expecting to purchase anything, but this one right here is definitely tempting me. And here's the thing, right? We have been talking about just downsizing plant collections, not really feeling the need to purchase plants, but spring, the battle is on to try to stay on a no buy or just finding satisfaction. But when you find Proven Winner plants like this is a Hoya calistophylla Shadow Falls for $19.98. I mean, it's kind of hard to not break the bank slightly. I don't know. You'll have to let me know, plant foldies, what you think, but that is another new release of a Hoya. Several people have been going to these big box stores looking for new Proven Winners Hoyas, and they are definitely delivering with this calistophylla. Like, I don't know if I need to go ahead and buy this Hoya as well. As y'all know, I have somewhat quietly started to get into Hoyas. I haven't shown you my Hoya collection, but that is the reason why, because of Proven Winners. So let's go ahead and keep looking at some of their H2O bowl Proven Winners Leafjoy plants. You can see right here, this beautiful Aglaonema. I love that it has some gray speckling as well. These are for $29.98. if you find these at some Home Depot, sometimes they'll have them for 50% off. And that is another reason why I would say compare and contrast where you buy your plants. Not all big box stores are created equal, and not all big box stores run the same promos. And then over here we have a Spathiphyllum domino or a variegated peace lily, again for $29.98. So that's just one of the racks of Proven Winners Leafjoy plants. Let's go ahead and just continue to look at the other plants that they have available. And this is like the far corner, and that's the reason why you should never give up on some of the plants. You would never imagine that I would find a variegated Philodendron Hederaceum. Like, what? While my main intent was to find the Monstera mint, I would be just really excited and feel like this was a successful big box store plant shopping video, because new Proven Winners plants. I love Proven Winners, and let's just keep looking at some more of the plants that they have here. I wanted to be in front of the camera again because I wanted to show you some more of their plants. This one right here is the Opulent Abibolus, I think. This one's like a darker leaf one, and look at the undersides. What do y'all think, plant foldies? Do we need this? Do we need this plant right here? This is for $29.98, but it's such a unique plant because look at the purple undersides of the leaves. I'm shooked it again. You know, Proven Winners, I can't tell you enough how amazing Proven Winners Leafjoy plants are. They definitely, I think the edge about Proven Winners Leafjoy is truthfully, they have some very unique offerings for plants. Like they have healthy looking plants. I like the planters that they put in, and they just have high quality, unique offerings like this. I've never seen this type of Apobalus with the purple undersides, and this one is also making me want to spend money and buy plants. So I know I was showing y'all the outdoor garden plants, but this is the main event. So as you already know, I like to save the best for last and show y'all plants. And then even the quality of this ficus ruby, like this is one that we need as well. I mean, look at how pretty the variegation is. And this is again for $29.98. Now, I hope I'm able to find that amazing Monstera mint by Proven Winners Leafjoy, but if I don't, at least I am able to see what Proven Winners has to offer. I know that we had like the big box store showdown, Home Depot versus Lowe's, Costa Farms versus Proven Winners, but this is another example of some of the arsenal that Proven Winners Leafjoy has. I mean, these are all for $9.98, and you can get yourself a cute Hoya Shining Star in a cute pastel planter. So like this is even great value. I do think that you're paying a really good value for the quality of plant you're getting from Proven Winners as well as the planter. So I don't know, you'll have to let me know in the comments section, but I am very curious to see if y'all think I should go ahead and just invest in getting more Proven Winners Hoyas. And another thing is, plant foldies, do you think that Proven Winners Leafjoy, their Hoya selection is the best out there? I definitely want to know in the comments section below, so definitely let me know about that. But this one is the Hoya A-Drift right over here. Cute plant, and if you look at it, look at just the margins of it. So lots to pick from, and I'm going to definitely show you some of the Proven Winners Little. So these are the ones that are for $5.98. This one is a Peperomia obtusifolia. This is a variegated Peperomia, and this one is a beautiful plant as well. The thing about it is, with Proven Winners, I just wish they even had more larger like statement plants that they can have to offer. But I am not going to complain at the fact that at least at this Home Depot, I'm already like treated with so many beautiful Proven Winner Leafjoy plants. Let's continue this by looking at the tabletop gardens. So this is $19.98. We have a cute Calathea orbifolia. We've got a Syndapsis right over here. And then we have some Phytonias here. So I like that they are really bending what these plants would look like. And then we have some gnomes. I've shown this in a previous video, but look at this Hoya Matilde in a gnome. This one is for $9.98. And then we also have Proven Winners Tradescanthia. So they have different like hybrids. This one is the New Vogue Feeling Moody for under $6, $5.98. And you can see that it's got like some bronzy lilac tones to it. I want to actually grow more Tradescanthia, and what the cool thing about Tradescanthia that I did not know is their natural growth habit is actually not to trail or not to climb, it's literally to crawl. So that is a unique factor that I didn't know, and that's another tip that I would say for anybody that grows plants is learn your plant's natural way of growing, and you'll be able to provide them the best conditions. So I like that. And obviously we still have a bunch of these Hoya Matilde Splash for under $6. And mind you, another reason why you should go plant shopping at a big box store is you're finding super budget friendly options. I mean, I would beg to challenge anybody that doesn't think that, but I do love the Hoya selection. Get your Hoyas for 2026 at Home Depot from Proven Winners Leafjoy. So we also have more plants here, and we can just look at some of them in detail, but of course there are quite a bit of people shopping, so I'm going to go ahead and just pick up some more of these. Now these ones are some of the offerings that they have. This one, for instance, is the Ghost Rider, or Ficus elastica Ghost Rider, aka Ficus elastica shiveriana. She's pretty as well. And that one is a really nice selection that I feel like everybody should consider getting. Plant care tips for this: bright light, lots of bright light in order for it to really do well. Otherwise, it would not grow as quickly if you don't give it light. I would honestly grow this, again, I say this in all my plant shopping videos, to grow this outdoors in full sun once you acclimate it. And then I'm going to actually go down here and show you this. So this one is somewhat of a beat up anthurium. This one is Follow Your Heart anthurium. This one is beat up a little bit, but you can see right here, Proven Winners has made it to where you can even get anthurium hybrids for under $20, which to me is a really good deal. We also have the Philodendron Orange Smooth right over here. This one is also known as the Philodendron Billetier. What do y'all think of this right here? I think it's pretty awesome. And you know, anytime I get in front of the camera and show y'all these plants, I truly am happy and smiling. So I hope you guys don't think that my facial expressions are just crazy, because it is it's a privilege and an honor to provide daily plant content to y'all. So I hope that I am able to bring you guys a little bit more joy by just going out to these big box stores and filming maybe the same plants that you saw yesterday. But hey, if you're here for it, I am here for you. And it's special buy, 50% off Proven Winner items. So the venti glass ones are now for only $14.99. So I may end up buying an Aglaonema, for instance, but we shall see. You can even see right over here. We have this one now. This is a Monstera Adansonii. What do y'all think of this one? She's lovely, she's cute, she is everything, and she is on sale for 50% off. So massive savings from Proven Winners Leafjoy for spring. I have yet to see the Monstera Mint, but I'm not going to give up, as there's still quite a bit of plants to take a look at. Now, one philodendron that has always captured my heart is the Ripcore Philodendron. And if you look at that dark foliage. This is the Philodendron Ruby Ripcore, and this one is for $29.98. I love dark foliage plants. I love unique textures. I love the point of the leaf. And this just makes me fall in love with Proven Winners Leafjoy. And when you think about big box stores, right, you think about just whether you think that these are the same type of plants that you find, but I will say Proven Winners Leafjoy plants definitely offer a unique touch, a unique selection. I mean, they are introducing plants that you've never really seen like this, and I commend Proven Winners Leafjoy for actually bringing us joy with all of the new selections. They even have this right here, like this one is the Belize, also known as the Ruby. Ficus elastica Ruby. This one is for $19.98. So if you want to start with a starter baby, you can do this one. Where my family's from, the Philippines, these plants actually grow into full-blown trees. If you haven't ever joined or considered joining my YouTube membership tier, which is called the Super Plant Foldies, you would be able to see my travel blogs for the price of a cup of coffee, $3.99. Press the join button. You can get extra content outside of my big box store plant shopping videos, and it does make it more sustainable in terms of me making daily plant content. So I hope you guys would consider joining my YouTube membership tier, because you will see my travel blogs and I show you massive 20 feet tall Ficus elastica in my travel blog. So just for fruit for thought. And again, we do have some more of these Tradescantias. Is this the same one? Feeling Moody. I think she is lovely as well. So we're going to go ahead and look at some more of the details of the plants. If I'm not able to find that Monstera mint, at least I was able to get out here and show you cool plants like this Philodendron Ruby Ripcore from Proven Winners Leafjoy. So curious if you guys are finding some of the cool plants that I'm finding. I know that a lot of you guys are still dealing with cold weather, but in North Dallas, Texas, Proven Winners Leafjoy is bringing the heat early for spring 2026. So let's look at some of the details of the plants, and then eventually I'm going to go ahead and give you my my recap of today's big box or plant shopping video, and figure out whether I do spend money on that Philodendron Hederaceum Variegata for $19.98. Wait till the end of the video and let's see. So let's talk about Dracaenas. These are all again on sale for 50% off. These are all now for $14.99. You can see we've got some anthuriums right over here as well. On sale now for $14.99. And I peep a new Aglaonema. I swear I'm going to end up spending money because I am finding plants now on sale for 50% off, which kind of contradicts some of my plant saving tips about just making sure you don't impulse buy, because this is truly an impulse buy, considering I wasn't even planning on buying any type of plants today. I was literally just trying to see if I could find the Monstera mint, but that's what happens when you are a plant lover. And I try to give myself grace, but this is a pretty Aglaonema. I love the green varieties of Aglaonema because they are so much easier to manage. Again, use the hashtag popularize Aglaonema if you agree with me, but I already have this one. Oops, she got stuck. I have this one, for instance, and I would just hate for her to go to plant heaven, considering this is still a quality plant and this is only for $14.99. So I don't know if I should spend my money on that, or should I just get the new Proven Winners Philodendron Hederaceum over here, the variegated form. So let's go see. So I see Monstera, but I don't see the Monstera mint. That's just a regular Monstera deliciosa. I am a fan of this cutie patootie Homolomena. Look at just the green form. I just love the textures. Super waxy, but also thin. What a beautiful Homolomena that we have here. And this one is for $29.98. I need all the Proven Winner plants. Proven Winners, if you guys are watching today's video, just know I am a huge fan, and just know that I would love to do collabs with you in the future, if that's a possibility. $29.98. This is the Ficus benjamina variegata. This is the variegated form. And that one is another beautiful plant. This one again is one that can become a full-blown tree. You just have to make sure that you are giving it quite a bit of light and make sure you give it consistent watering. Otherwise, it will shed its leaves very quickly. And then we also have a double-edged sword philodendron. That's just a serrated philodendron. And then we also have this one. This one is the Regal Rouge. I don't know if it's actually a philodendron like black cardinal. These dark foliage philodendrons are just stunning. And I just feel like we all need a little dark philodendron foliage in our life. And then we also have another one right over here. It looks like, as far as the Monstera mint, I don't think we have found it, but I will go ahead and pick up this. This is another interesting flame violet. This is the Especia Red Crocodile. And look at that right there. I do like the look of this one as well, and it is quite pretty. So if you are a fan of Proven Winners Leafjoy plants, let me know in the comments section again, which ones are your picks. I will say that the Phytonias are definitely my picks for the Proven Winners Littles. You can even see right here the Media Phytonia. This one is lovely, and it's one that I would definitely purchase in a heartbeat. You know, the problem with me making big box store plant shopping videos is it's really bad for my budget because I always run into the coolest plants and it's just tough to pass on them. It's really, really tough. Like this one right here, $5.98. I would totally buy this Phytonia as well. I recently did make a terrarium, which I will post on my community tab. So for anybody that is watching today's video and you were not aware, I actually have a community tab where you can post pictures of your plants all day, every day, and the plant foldies would love it. Here's another beautiful Hoya right over here, the Hoya Shoke. Love that. And let's go see this one right here. Okay, so this is another Hoya that I remember seeing. This is the Freckled Splash Hoya Carnosa. And this one's actually got a little bit of splashiness. I'm thinking increasing the light conditions would actually increase the splashiness. For my Hoya experts, definitely let me know, because Hoyas is a whole new world for me, but it is a world that I definitely want to explore and expand. And again, this is another one of my Proven Winners Leafjoy Collector Series, $29.98. I mean, what do y'all think of that? This Proven Winners Philodendron Ruby Ripcore. I mean, there's no words to describe it, but beautiful, right? So it looks like plant foldies. We may not have found the Monstera mint, but I am still really thankful that I was able to go to this big box store today and enjoy the plants. I'm gonna go back and just recap today's video and look at that Philodendron Hederaceum variegata one last time and see if I should buy it or not. So again, plant foldies, I am just really thankful that you guys have continued to stay with me as I make these big box store plant shopping videos. I truly enjoy it, and I hope that you guys will continue to help me grow this channel by just spreading the word, making sure you guys are watching all of the videos, engaging and leaving comments. That's just one way to really get the engagement, to really tell the YouTube algorithm that we have a strong plant community. I'm really proud that I've been able to make daily plant content and even get them scheduled to the point where you can turn on all the notifications so you never miss a upload. But as I round out today's video, I'm just gonna keep picking up just a couple more plants to show you. If you're looking for you know, just one of the easiest plants to add into your spring houseplant collection for 2026, get yourself an Epipremnum aureum jade. This is just a jade pothos, and I say jade, just a jade pothos, but what I love about this particular plant is it's a very fast growing plant. Since it is fully green and there's no variegation, there's a lot of chlorophyll. I mean, you can even see that the roots right here are just popping, and truthfully, I could propagate this multiple times and wouldn't mind having a full room of just jade pothos. I don't know. I'm that type of person where I have just really kind of thought, changed my mindset of just taking difficult plants and just going to more of the basics, the plants that are easy to care for and aren't going to stress us out. Because I do think that plant care can be stressful. And I truly believe that plants should not bring you stress. If anything, they should be able to help you de-stress and bring you joy. And this one actually brings me joy too. This Living Lace Twirly Whirly for under $6. You talk about a really unique looking fern. Like, what? It looks like one that you can make into a wreath or something. It doesn't even look like a real plant. I love the fact that it has like an upward type growth, which again, to credit Proven Winners Leafjoy, they just have it going on in terms of the unique plants that they have. As far as today's video, big box store plant shopping is something that can be consistent. It's something that you can find. It's something that I feel like you can definitely be more accessible to, because Home Depots pretty much exist everywhere. So I am going to ask the plant foldie community today, where have you gone plant shopping and what plants have you added for your spring 2026 plant collection? Have you added another Fittonia like this, Fittonia Prime Time, for instance, for $5.98? It's what Proven Winners does all the time, is they provide high quality selections of plants. So I'm gonna go walk over to the variegated Philodendron Hederaceum and then just kind of give you guys a final synopsis of today's video. And again, today's video, we were searching for the Monstera Mint. We talked about budget friendly options in terms of outdoor garden plants. We looked at some perennials, annuals. We looked at Japanese maples. We looked at all of the new caladium hybrids. And then we ended up going here in this little dark corner of Home Depot and found some light. Some of the notable new houseplant releases by Proven Winners would be this Hoya calistophylla for under $20, $19.98. Gorgeous. We have also this plant right here, and this is literally the ghost that is asking me to take her home, and this is the variegated Philodendron Hederaceum. I don't know, I'm really struggling on whether I should buy this plant. I don't know. I'm like shaking right now. So I would tell you, plant foldies, shout out to Melissa, for instance. Melissa, my plant foldie from Florida, thank you for the super sticker you dropped for me. Those monetary tips help me purchase plants like this. So again, no shame. I'm just gonna tell y'all straight up, if you ever want to drop a super sticker, a super thanks, join my YouTube membership tier. This is the stuff that feeds my ability to make videos and also my ability to purchase these plants. So, I don't know. So let me just talk to you about my thought process about why I should buy this plant. I should buy this plant because, number one, Proven Winners Leafjoy has quality plants. This is the first time I've ever seen a Philodendron Hederaceum variegated form. I looked at the price. It is for $19.98. The variegation itself is looking lovely, and it looks like it has just been freshly received by Home Depot. And I say freshly received by Home Depot because if you go to a big box store and you let a plant sit there for a while, sometimes the plant's health decreases. And so those are the reasons why I feel like this would be a good purchase. Now, on the flip side, do I need to add another Philodendron Hederaceum to my collection? Do I need to add a Philodendron Hederaceum that is variegated, knowing that it is a slower growing plant and I'm not as patient about that, but then I also love Aglaonemas. And on top of that, I have hundreds of plants that I'm trying to take care of. Is that really something I need to do? So in today's video, you will just find out whether I buy it or not. But I have enjoyed shopping with you guys, plant foldies, today. YouTube is telling you that you need to go ahead and watch the next plant shopping video right here. As always, good vibes only, good vibes always. And my name is Richia Grofolds. I will see you on the next one. Bye. Maybe. I swear I need better self-control, but I ended up buying it. So let me know in the comment section what you think. And thank you for watching today's video. I'll see you on the next one. Bye. Good day, my plant foldies. This is Richie at Grow Folds, and you guessed it, we are going to be going big box store plant shopping at the Lowe's right here in Dallas, Texas. We are going to be looking for the newest plant releases from Costa Farms, Live Trends Design, Urban Jungle Plants. And of course, we're going to delve in just a little bit on the outdoor spring garden section. I mean, it is the first week of spring 2026 April edition. So let's go ahead, see what plants we are finding at this location. So we're going to be looking for those budget-friendly plants, of course, and also the easy care plants. So let's go ahead and take a little walkthrough tour of this Lowe's location for these plant finds. So I have to ask plant foldies, would you travel a good hour to a big box store just to see what new house plants you would find? That's kind of what I did today. It is a beautiful spring morning out here in Dallas, Texas. It is a little bit windy, so I am hoping that the audio is captured well. I hope everybody has been doing amazing. You know, we just celebrated spring, and for all of those that are new to the channel, I call my viewers and subscribers plant foldies. Welcome. My name is Richie, and I will be taking you alongside with me to go big box store plant shopping again at this Lowe's location. So a little bit of tidbits about this Lowe's location. It is literally one of the best Lowe's locations for outdoor garden and as well as indoor tropical plants. So it is going to be a long playing video. Stay till the very end though to see what plant finds I will find and whether I will actually end up spending some money on plants. But as you can see right over here, look at that. Super full. I will say in the comment section, there is going to be a pinned comment. Definitely respond to the pinned comment, plant foldies. I would love to know what your thoughts are. So definitely reply, leave me some comments about the plants that you're seeing today. But let's go ahead and walk over here and look at some of the outdoor plants just slightly, because I already know y'all want to see the indoor tropical plants. But for the celebration of spring 2026, I have to delve into the outdoor garden plants. So let's take a look. And you can just see right over here, this Lowe's location has a massive selection of different types of outdoor garden plants. I will say for anybody that lives in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, I know that a lot of people will actually end up going to this Lowe's location. This is the one that just has quite a bit of plants. I mean, you can see right from the get-go, we have these Vinca vines for $9.98. Let me know what you guys think of Vincas. I will say for Vinca flowers, it is an annual flower, at least in my grow zone, which is 8B. But what I noticed is Vinca flowers are actually an evergreen plant in my home country, which is you guessed it, the Philippines. So you can see this is a beautiful one right over here. We've got several blooming now plants. So you can see right over here, we've got a hanging basket of petunias, $18.98. Look at that color as well. So for those that are actually watching today's video, what garden plants are you putting in your outdoor spaces? I know that a lot of y'all are probably starting your indoor tropical spaces, but for outdoor gardening, let me know in the comment section, because look at how insanely massive and full this location of Lowe's is. Again, this is in the Dallas area. You can see there are several different varieties of tomatoes. Now, here's the thing about tomatoes. I always like to grow tomatoes. I think that, you know, growing your vegetables and herbs fresh is the best way to go, especially for sustainability and health reasons. But as far as tomato varieties, I tend to like cherry tomatoes. I like the smaller varieties. What I am currently working on, though, is growing a bunch of peppers and herbs. And that's really because I want to utilize that to feed my chickens. But some of my things that I like to pick right here, you can see right here, we have the yellow pear cherry tomato. This one is for $4.98. I am going to be showing you a lot more details of the plants today. And the reason being, I do listen to y'all's feedback. As much as y'all like to see me in front of the camera, it looks like some of our plant foldies, there's a couple of them that left some, I wouldn't even say the best or kind comments. but I do listen to constructive feedback. So I will be showing y'all more details of the plants, but don't worry, I will put plaster my face all over these plant shopping videos. But for now, we're gonna go ahead and just look at some of the different types of vegetables and outdoor garden right over here. I mean, this is just insane. And then you can see right over here, even more tomatoes. And we have these peppers. So let's talk about peppers. I am thinking of getting this Tabasco hot pepper, for instance, $4.98. And the reason why I want to grow peppers this year is because I want to feed them to my backyard chickens. So for those that don't know, you can actually feed peppers to chickens and the spice will not impact them. It is actually a good preventative for parasites. So of course, there are two peppers that I'm currently growing. The hottest pepper in the world, which is the Carolina Reaper, and another second hot pepper. I don't have the plant ID for it or the name, but that is what I'm currently growing. Just know that whenever it is for vegetables and herbs, the majority of them will need full sun. So this right here is a prime example of how all of these vegetables and herbs are getting full sun. I am also currently growing basil. That is another one that I am growing, is sweet basil. This one is for $15.98. Love this. And there's just mounds and mounds of different types of herbs right over here. You know, as far as the Dallas Fort Worth area, there are quite a bit of big box stores, but if you are going to be dubbed as one of the best Lowe's locations for outdoor garden plants as well as indoor tropical plants, this is one of the top three in the Dallas Fort Worth area, hands down. And then as far as right here, Rose Mary, $15.98. So we are currently growing that in our outdoor space as well. My husband and I love to cook steaks, and this is another herb that we like to use. And of course, whenever it comes down to it, we like to use fresh herbs from our garden for our cooking. But you can see over here, lots and lots of different types of vegetables. These are by Bonnie Plants. Curious to see if a lot of you plant foldies actually grow plants, vegetables, and herbs from seed, or do you just get starters like this? I'll be honest, I used to grow them from seed, but it's just a lot easier when I could just buy a starter plant. And here is one plant that I do want to show you is a spearmint or mint plant. Here's the thing about these: never, ever, ever, never, ever, ever grow these plants in the ground, otherwise they will take over your yard. And then you can see right over here, limited time only, Bonnie Plants, herbs, and strawberries, 25% off. So I am really tempted to see if I will end up just going ahead and buying Bonnie Plants. They do have great value for them, and there is quite a bit of a selection right over here. So let me know again, plant foldies, in the comment section what you think about these herbs and vegetables, what you are growing. But this is what we are currently seeing out at this Lowe's location located out in Dallas, Texas. And one last one, look at this catnip, a favorite for cats and their humans, grows easy, makes fun toys or calming tea. Should I buy this? Would my chickens actually like catnip? Let me know in the comments section below. And you can see right over here, we have mint. Like I said, again, these are fast growing and great in containers. They are only to be grown in containers, if you ask me, because this is a highly invasive herb. So there you go, plant foldies. We've looked at some of the herbs, and now we're going to be looking a little bit more of some of the citrus plants, and then we're going to go straight into the indoor tropical section of this Lowe's location. And I'm back in front of the camera. Yes, y'all see me here. What do y'all think again of my kimono right over here? This is some of the plant styling and plant styling. What I mean is I actually feel like for my brand, I want to just invest more so on outfits that are Japanese centric. So kimonos, I got this from Amazon. Let me know in the comments section, plant foldies, if you like the look. But what I also like is the fact that it is a cool morning. It is my day off. And typically, whenever I make plant content, it's typically on Tuesdays. I wake up super early and just get an early start for some of the filming, especially when I'm in filming places like this where it is a long drive. Anyways, as far as this right here, I have talked about this plant that I'm about to pick up for quite a while. This one is for $24.98. should I go ahead and get this beautiful um Eureka variegated pink lemon? Look at the foliage, $24.98. And I've had this before. Unfortunately, for my grow zone, which is 8B, it cannot really grow outdoors because when it snows or gets super cold, this thing will go to plant frozen heaven, and that's what happened. But very tempted to purchase this. I actually like the look of this. It almost has like the bonsai ish look, and for $24.98, I might end up pulling the plug on this one. I think it's beautiful. It has very fragrant smell to it. And then we also have other citrus plants, but I think for the variegated lemon tree right here, that is probably going to be something I will be taking home today. I mean, look at that right here. Absolutely stunning. And with citrus plants like this, you just have to make sure that you are giving it lots of light. Full sun is best for it. And then over here, we have this. What is this one right here? Okay, I'm in trouble. I am so in trouble because guess what I just found? I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. And it's going to be bought today. Calamodin. Calamansi. This is the Philippine lime. So yeah, I'm in trouble, but I'm going to end up buying this particular one right here. So here's the thing. Calamansi is another Philippine plant. This one is often used in our cooking for sauces and whatnot. It is the Philippine lime, and I cannot believe it, y'all. It is in Dallas, Texas at a Lowe's. I definitely need this today. So here's the thing. And I know I'm getting like super excited, just getting very, very excitable, y'all, excitable. When I go big box or plan shopping, whenever I make content like this, I don't typically always have a specific script or a theme. I literally, just like you, will go to a big box store and talk about plants. I was not expecting to see a variegated lemon pink tree and calamansi. So everybody, look at this calamansi. This is $24.98. I already know my husband Luke is going to kill me, but I think I am going to end up getting like two of these. Y'all let me know in the comment section if I need to be buying the Philippine lime or calamansi at a big box store. This is massive savings. This is super cheap and it's already blooming. It is a prolific producer of plants. Yeah, this is like hands down. I'm going to buy it. It just depends on whether I'm going to buy one, two, or three. I'm thinking probably two, and then the pink lemon lime. So like I don't know. But here's the thing. I am going to be straight up with y'all. If you want to support a content creator like me, you can drop a super sticker or a super thanks at the bottom right hand corner. There is a dollar sign. That is literally a monetary tip. I'm not going to lie. I would definitely use it. Gas prices are super expensive. And plus, y'all are going to help me fund this. Like I am shook did to the T. And it's because I wasn't really expecting that. And that's really my genuine reaction when it comes to big box or plant shopping videos. I mean, you can see right over here. Look at all of the plants there. We're going to continue on, but definitely want to go ahead and buy that. As far as the calamansi, y'all know I love to talk about the Philippines, and it's because I am a proud Filipino American. For those that want to, be negative and say, Richie, we hear you say this all the time. I will say representation is real, representation is needed, and I'm going to use this platform to talk about all things Philippines as well. So, anyways, I'm going to go ahead. I know that I'm being very chatty today, but there are days where you just want to talk directly to your viewers and subscribers. So let me know what you think so far of some of the plants. And now I'm going to show you some of these indoor tropical plants next. Okay, before we go into the indoor tropical section, I did want to show you the beauty of these plants right over here. I love the fact that they have pine right over here. But look at these Acer palmatum or Japanese maples right over here. I know that a lot of you guys have heard that I love Japanese maples, but look at how gorgeous This is right here. Now these are only for $200.99, which to me is an absolute steal. So if you're gonna go big box store plant shopping for Japanese maples, this is one of the best places to go shopping, especially in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. You can even see right over here, this one is actually on a trellis. This is quite interesting. And these are for $129. You can see just how fiery red these leaves are. Let me know in the comment section, plant foldies, if you are a fan of Japanese maples, because I am a huge fan and I have yet to make it to the nursery out in Fort Worth, Texas called Metro Maples. If you haven't ever seen that video, definitely check it out. It features gorgeous Japanese maples. And, you know, to give you guys tidbits about Japanese maples, for me, these are one of the things where, as far as style and grace, I mean, who would not want a beautiful Japanese maple in their collection? Like this one right here, this one looks to be a very interesting Acer palmatum or Japanese maple. This is a Shirosawam Arium. Oh my goodness. So many surprises, so little time, and that one is for $259. I would totally buy Acer Shirosawam right over here. Let me know, plant foldies, what you think about these big box store finds that I'm finding today. And this is the reason why, again, it is so worth shopping at a Lowe's location. This is just a beautiful, beautiful look. I mean, everything about this scene looks amazing and I am just loving it. This one right here is an Ukigumo. Oh my gosh. This one is an Ukigumo. So literally this plant right here would be like a nice snow white looking plant. And then right over here for $500.99, you can see all of that. So I'm feeling the vibes. I'm probably going to take a pictorial. Let me know what you think, plant foldies. And if you are enjoying this type of content and you haven't already, definitely press the subscribe button with all the notification bell on. But I definitely wanted to show you how gorgeous these Japanese maples are at a big box store. So let's keep talking about Japanese maples for just a second. Truthfully, I mean, this just feels like I am out in Japan. It is spring again. And for me, this is a time where I do want to go ahead and just tell y'all the background of these Japanese maples is amazing. So let me know in the comment section what you think. It is definitely giving me spring vibes. And you can just see that we have so many Japanese maples here. I really want to try to convince my husband, Lou, to let me buy more Japanese maples. Now, the thing about Japanese maples is they don't do well in full sun. Actually, in my grow zone, which is 8B, they tend to struggle a bit during the summertime. So make sure that there is quite a bit of hydration for them. They do like fast draining, acidic soil. So just some tips for growing Japanese maples. But look at this. I feel like I am like underneath. What do y'all think of this right here? Let me know in the comment section. Give me a maple emoji if you find this shot right here beautiful, because I find it so beautiful. And I know that I'm probably being a little extra, but I mean, how can you not enjoy going big box or plant shopping, especially when you are looking for these gorgeous plants that you were not expected to see? And for me, that is why I feel like it's always going to be good vibes only. I really hope you guys are enjoying this content, and I really hope you guys will stay with me till the very end, because just look at that right over here. This one right here, I love the red Japanese maples. And shout out to Tom. Don't worry, I will be showing you more plants, but I mean, this would just make like a really good pictorial. Let me go ahead and emote a little bit. Screenshot your best shot and post in the community tab and let me know which model pose do you think is best. Sorry guys, Anyways, let's go keep big box store plant shopping. And plant foldies, this is a time where I did want to just take a little bit of time to let you know about the super plant foldies, which is my YouTube membership tier. Please consider joining. It is only for $3.99, and you get full access to my lifestyle blogs, my pet chickens, and any additional content that you would not see on the regular channel. Just press the join button if you're watching this on a computer, but if you are not, you can actually see the direct link in the video description. I would love for you guys to join the super plant foldies. It definitely helps with the sustainability of this channel, and also you get additional channel perks. So you'll get special emojis, you'll get highlights when it comes to your comments in the comment section. So plant foldies, if you haven't already, will you go ahead and press the join button, join my YouTube membership here. I see several plant foldies that have been with me for more than a year. How come you haven't joined? Let's do it today. I would love it, and I will actually have even more content for you guys out there. So wanted to plug that in. Join the super plant foldies, my YouTube membership tier today. For my Acer palmatum lovers or Japanese maple lovers, run to Home Depot right now, because you will see all of these gorgeous Japanese maples right here. And all of these are under $200.99. You already know, plant foldies, this is an extremely budget-friendly option, especially if you need all of this color here. I feel like I'm in Japan, but actually I'm in Dallas, Texas at this Lowe's location. Let me know what you think in the comment section. And you can just see right here, plant foldies. I just wanted to give you one last look at these gorgeous Japanese maples. And I promise y'all, we're gonna actually go into the outdoor garden section. Feel free to leave in the comments what you think. And again, this is one of the best Lowe's location. I'm gonna just do a quick walkthrough of the outdoor garden section here. I mean, it is spring, so a lot of y'all will be doing some spring gardening. Let me know if you guys are growing shrubs. I recently bought this golden unanimous, for instance, that I will be potting up. But as far as ground cover, flowering plants, perennials, they've got it all. And I'm just really happy to be living out in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, where we have so many different options of plants here. So we're going to keep going around, and you can even see that we have so many beautiful roses right here. So as far as today's video, this is definitely one of the best Lowe's locations to go big box store plant shopping. Beautiful roses. You know, as far as roses, they definitely need to be spread across. They need to have a lot of space and full sun. And of course, look at more Japanese maples right over here. Y'all already know, plant foldies, that Japanese maples are some of the best looking plants you can put in your outdoor landscape. And to me, they just have an elegant vibe about it. And this Lowe's location is definitely offering quite a bit of Japanese maple. So for today's video, while we are going to be looking at the indoor tropical plants, I did just want to show you the outdoor garden section of this Lowe's location as well. And it is going to be a longer playing video. I may end up making it a two-part series of plants. I probably am going to end up doing that, because there is quite a bit of plants to take a look at. So for now, we're just going to go spend some time here. I'm thinking we may do a part 2 where we will find some of the indoor tropical plants. I think that that's what we're probably going to end up doing. So definitely stay tuned till the very end for all of the other plant picks here. But for now, I'm just going to walk around and show y'all what plants they have available. Again, plant foldies, let me know in the comment section if you are also creating your spring garden. I love this ligustrum right here, Sunshine, full sun, $14.99. And just look at that coloration right over here. You know, as far as spring, I know that maybe some of the plant foldies have yet to get warm weather, but right now, today's weather is in the mid 80s, low 80s, somewhere around there. It feels so amazing to be out and about, just showing you all of the plants here. So I want to spend more time actually talking about some of these plants. So today's video actually will end up just being, at least part 1 will end up being the outdoor garden section. I may give you some previews of the indoor tropical section, but since there is just so much to choose from, I don't want to make it too long of a video. So we're going to go ahead and just talk about the outdoor garden plants for now. One that I do want to show you are these Monrova um, Perennials. These are hostas, $13.98. Look at how gorgeous that is right here. I really love the green on green variegation on it. Now for my grow zone, which is 8B, hostas are perennials. The only problem is when they are coming back up, a lot of the rabbits will end up chewing them up. So you're going to have to protect these hostas if you at least live in the North Dallas area, which is where I am based at. Let me know in the comment section too, plant foldies, if you've grown hostas indoors long term. I'm always curious how that looks for people, because for me, these hostas are just fabulous, and they remind me of almost like the Manjula pothos with the round leaves. But you can see they come in different types of coloration right here. We also have more of the green on green varieties right over here. Take a look at that. Beautiful. And these ones are only for $7.98. So as far as the Lowe's outdoor garden section, you already know this is super full. And so if you're into outdoor gardening just like myself, just enjoy the beautiful plants that I'm showing you today. Let me know what your favorites are. And we're just gonna go ahead and hang out in the outdoor garden section. Part 2 of this video will definitely be featuring the indoor tropical plants. But I feel like with today's video, we need to just go ahead and focus on the outdoor garden plants. I hope I will still retain your engagement here, because I feel like it is conducive to spring. We might as well enjoy all of these beautiful plants that we can grow outdoors. Like this Kalia lily, $19.98. Another beautiful plant right here. And then we also have more plants on this end right over here. So these are mostly perennials that are on this table. But if you look at this right over here, we have even more dark foliage leaves. These ones right here are New Guinea impatiens for $26.98. Look at the foliage of the leaves, the undersides. Absolutely stunning. I love dark foliage plants, and just the bloom on that plant is stunning as well. And then you can't go to an outdoor garden section for Lowe's and not see their massive selection of succulents and cactus. And this is a massive selection indeed. What I love about this Lowe's location is, again, if you are looking to save hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars on your plants for spring gardening and just indoor tropical plants, big box stores is where it's at. And you can see the reason why. I mean, just look at this. I know that a lot of the plant foldies say that their big box stores are not nearly as big or full. I mean, but look at this right here. So this is one of my favorite plants, and this one is, let's see, a Crusala lemon lime for $6.98. Look at that variegation. You know, I look at this particular succulent and I often think I need to get it. But as far as today's video, you know how I mentioned how to save money on plants. Sometimes we can enjoy plants, but sometimes we feel like we have to buy it. I am just going to admire a lot of these succulents and cactus. And the reason being is I feel like I may not have the time to take care of them, even though they are such a good price. I mean, $6.98. Look at how beautiful this Crusala is right over here. Let me know in the comment section, plant foldies, what you think about jade plants or Crusalas. I really love the look of that. That is one plant that I will definitely add eventually into my plant collection. But from the sea of different types of succulents and cactus, I find them readily available and absolutely stunning. And then you can see right over here, let's take a look at this. Look at that right here. We have an Echeveria Red Sky for $6.98. This is amazing. And you know, for my succulent and cactus lovers, my plant foldies that grow them, thank you for actually showing your succulents and cactus in the community tab. I would love for y'all to continue to share your plants, because as you can see right here, I am just going to give you even more details of these gorgeous Echeveria. Let's see this one. This one is an Echeveria Preta. What a nice dark foliage echeveria right over here. I am excited to share that I will be doing a collaboration with succulentasia.com, which are rare and uncommon succulents from Indonesia. Wait for the unboxing video for that as well. This is really beautiful. Really love this echeveria right over here. And then we also have this one right here. You can see this one's actually in bloom. This is a Tachiveria Tasha. Interesting. I love this. And this is another gorgeous succulent that I wouldn't mind adding to my plant collection. So as you can see, plant foldies, we've got quite a bit of succulents and cactus on this table. You can see we have this one right over here again. This one is Humei's Sunset. And you can see that it's got more of a yellowish tone around this succulent as well. So as far as today's video, it looks like I'm just going to go ahead and make this the outdoor gardening video for today's video. Big box store plant shopping. Outdoor for outdoor gardening. We'll see what other plant finds we will find. But as you can see right here, this one is a ponytail palm for $9.98. But look at the coloration of this one right over here. Gorgeous, gorgeous plant as well. I need this in my life. It's another one that I find super cute. And then when you think about succulent arrangements, take a look at this, $36.98 by Oasis Drought Tolerant Plants. What great value do we have here? We've got all of these different types of succulents and cactus. And, you know, as far as some of the shout outs, I'm going to say shout out to Leap for, you know, posting her succulent and cactus arrangement on the community tab. But as you can see here, lots of gorgeous succulent and cactus arrangements. And you can see even over here, $28.98. Look at this. Gorgeous succulents and cactus right over here. This is just a sea of succulents and cactus. We all need this in our lives. I mean, this is just such a beautiful arrangement. It looks like beautiful, colorful brown cover. Wouldn't you want something like this in your collection? Wouldn't you want this to be like your ground cover of just different types of succulents and cactus? I think it is absolutely amazing. So we're going to go ahead and go on and look at some more of the outdoor garden plants, and I'll talk more about that in detail. So I already know, plant foldies, you guys love your succulents and cactus, and so that's the reason why I wanted to showcase this table here. But other plants that I did want to showcase are some of these beautiful dahlias right here. So when you take a look at all of these dahlias, we have these, and these are considered perennials. We have a lot of these available as well. And so as far as perennials, when you talk about perennials, you talk about plants that are going to save you hundreds of dollars, because look at this right here. Look at that bloom. Isn't she lovely? And these are by Monrova flowers. Again, these are by Monrova plants, but look at how beautiful that bloom is. Perennials, again, depending on your grow zone, depends on whether they will come back year after year. So some dahlias are actually considered annual, some are considered perennials. These ones supposedly are considered perennials. And just look at the foliage of the leaves here. And this right over here is another type of dahlia by Monrova plants. So I feel like Monrova plants have high quality plants. They are more on the pricier side, but you're also paying for quality. I love just looking at these. And this one is the Mystic Dreamer Dahlia for $19.98. So we're going to pan around here and I'll just show you more of the blooms of this particular dahlia. So I've never really grown dahlia in my spaces, at least in my outdoor garden section of my home, but you can see this is really trying to inspire me to buy more blooming plants, especially this dahlia right here. I mean, take a look at that bloom. What do y'all think of this dahlia? And again, this is the Mystic Dreamer dahlia for $19.98. It makes everybody want to have a flower garden, or at least for me, I would love to have a flower garden. I'm currently growing mostly marigolds, but with these types of flowering plants, like how do you not want to grow in outdoor space. These are definitely gorgeous. And, you know, as far as this dahlia or any of these flowering plants, you definitely need to give them full sun, bright light, if anything, and make sure you consistently water them. They're not drought tolerant, and you can just see the leaves as well, the texture of the leaves. And that's the reason why I feel like even on this plant YouTube channel where I feature different types of indoor tropical plants, spring is always going to bring me to outdoor gardening, spring flower plants, just because there's so much beauty being able to grow these plants outdoors. Like this one right here is a delphinium, but it's a different kind. This is a hunky dory sky blue delphinium for only $12.98 again. And just look at the pastel sky blue colors of this particular plant right over here. I am loving it, and I hope you guys are enjoying the details of these plants. I know that that was some feedback that you guys really wanted to hear. And so that is the reason why I encourage y'all to continue to give constructive feedback, positive feedback, keep it respectful. And I will filter and listen on what will add value to this YouTube channel. But let me pan around here and just show you how full this Lowe's location is. Again, if you made it this far into the video, thank you so much. And please make sure you are pressing the thumbs up or like button for this video. It definitely helps push this content out to more plant lovers like yourself. And we are just going to continue to walk around and see what other plants they have available here. Like I said, again, it is one of the best locations out in the Dallas-Fort Worth area for Lowe's outdoor gardening, probably in the top 3. And you can see right here for $19.98, we've got a decorative petunia arrangement right over here. And you can see that we just have several of these beautiful blooming flowers here. So I don't know about you, plant foldies, but whenever I go to places where there are a lot of flowers, it just brings me so much joy. It definitely helps me come out of any types of anxieties or stresses in life. So I hope that even just seeing these beautiful flowers and just these outdoor garden plants will inspire you to have even an amazing day. And I'm just going to go ahead and just keep showing you more plants right here. It looks like this one is for $12.98. This is an upright annual. It looks like it is another type of dahlia. And what do y'all think? Look at the sea of different types of flowering plants here. I definitely love the fact that in a lot of my videos, I don't know if you guys have noticed it, but plant foldies, I typically will have some sort of theme. But what makes big box store plant shopping even more exciting and engaging is you never know what you're going to run into. And so today's video, again, I really wanted to go ahead and just delve into spring 2026 outdoor garden plants. You see that I'm taking a little bit more time to show you some of these plants right here, as far as the dahlias. And then we're just going to continue to walk around here, and then I'm going to go ahead and keep featuring some more plants. But you can see right here we have another beautiful petunia in this area. And then let's talk about zinnias as well. So zinnias I love because they are also, they remind me of like marigolds, but as far as zinnias are concerned, really love the look of zinnias. These ones are the dwarf variety, and you can see just all of the colors, the bright yellows and oranges. I love all of these colors. White flowers are also pretty as well. And let me just pan around here again and just show you how massive this garden center is. And as I spin around here, we even have more flowers. We have some gerberia daisies. Look at that right here. And then we have, oh my goodness, even more dahlias right over here. I don't know, dahlias are like calling my name to see if I need to go ahead and grow dahlias. That is so pretty as well. And look at all of these hanging baskets right here. $29.98 for these hanging baskets. And we just have more to look at, but let's go ahead and just talk about some of these beautiful dahlias right over here. This one again is by Monrova, and this one is called Montana, $7.98. This one is also considered an annual. So it's not a perennial, but needless to say, it kind of reminds me of a chrysanthemum or a mum. What do y'all think, plant foldies? Look at that right over here. It is so pretty. And this is the reason why I also love to go big box or plant shopping in the morning and actually show you plants, because the lighting is lighting today. I don't know, you'll have to let me know in the comment section, but look at all of this gorgeousness that we have here. It is spring 2026, and you can even see right here, look at this beautiful dahlia that we have right over here. So lots of flowering plants, lots to look at, and just more flowers that we're going to go ahead and see. I'm going to go ahead and walk around a little bit and see what else they have over in this area. Again, plant foldies, I hope you are enjoying today's big box or plant shopping video where we look at outdoor spring garden plants. Part 2 will definitely be the indoor tropical plants, but for today's video, we're going to go ahead and focus primarily on outdoor garden plants. For instance, this is a really nice looking purple shamrock, Oxalis triangularis, $6.98. Look at that right here. And let's talk about this a little bit. So if and when I show you my outdoor garden, these oxalis actually grow in my front yard in full sun. I don't even have to really take care of them. They come back year after year. You can see that this is in bloom, and this is actually adaptable as an indoor plant as well. Now, I know for YouTube content creator, Sydney Plants, for instance, he has an amazing looking one. And actually, speaking of content creators, I do want to ask again the plant foldies. I always ask this question, or I often ask this: what YouTube plant content creators do you really like? And let me know in the comment section why. Who do you watch? And specifically for my channel, what is it that you like about my YouTube channel? I would like to know, just because I want to hone in on the things that you really enjoy on my YouTube channel, and also be able to watch other content creators to find some type of inspiration and ideas as I continue to evolve and grow this channel. So let me know in the comment section, okay? But this one right here, beautiful purple oxalis. And if you look at the backside, look at the veining on this one as well. So really like that. And then we also have ornamental grasses here. So this is another Monrova. This one is a fountain grass. One fireworks, $12.98. What do y'all think about the fireworks fountain grass? You can see that it's got different types of colors here. It almost reminds me of a Dracaena marginata, but look at how beautiful the colors are. I just love it. And I don't know if you guys also grow ornamental grasses, but this one would be one I would definitely add. I love the colors, and you can see this is by Monrovia plants. So lots of beautiful plants to pick from. And then we also have more ornamental grasses here. Now, this is a common one that you would find. This one's $8.98. And this one is also giant liriope. So this is another variegated ornamental grass. I love it. Let me know if you love it too. And you can see how the roots are just loving it as well. So yeah, this is amazing. And as far as the types of plants you can grow in your outdoor space, it depends on your lighting, right? So if you have no shade, you're going to need to find plants, mostly flowering plants, for instance, that need full sun. But there are some plants, for instance, like these begonias right here, super great value for $9.98. Look at that. And I don't know about you, for my begonia lovers, $9.98. Look at the bloom at it as well. Love it. And it reminds me of my grandmother, Lola Belen. She is 91 years old, and she is very busy with her outdoor garden plants. I recently visited her, and have no fear, she will be in some future content. So definitely let me know in the comment section, plant foldies, if you want to see my Lola Belen. Now I'm going to go ahead and show you one plant that we always have to show, because it is a Grow Folds plant shopping video, and that is a Hydra Helix. This one is for $4.98. What do you think of the Hedera Helix or English Ivy? Y'all already know we have a current plant challenge, which is called the hashtag Hedera Helix Challenge 2026, where you will just go and buy yourself an English ivy, take a photo of it, and then post it in the community tab of this YouTube channel, the date you purchased it, and you're going to try to keep this English ivy indoors alive without it getting spider mites. And every 2 weeks, you will post an update of your Hedera Helix. I am currently part of that challenge as well. I just have to put the picture of my English ivy. But let me know in the comment section if you are going to be joining that challenge as well. Now, lastly, I'm going to go ahead and look at some more of these outdoor plants. Now, one thing I did want to show you as well are these gorgeous Encore azaleas. Look at this right here. So when you think about plants that are suitable for a Japanese garden, you can't exclude gorgeous azaleas. So these ones right here are Encore azaleas. And what I love about Encore azaleas is they give you an encore performance. They will rebloom 3 times a year, spring, summer, and fall. And I love the fact that their lineage is actually from Satsuki azaleas, if you didn't know. But look at how beautiful that is. And I'm gonna go ahead and give you some more close-ups of this. These ones, I believe, are for $16.98. I actually ended up buying one of these because I will be planting that in my garden space. So let's go ahead and just look at some more of the azaleas. Again, feel free to leave in the comment section what you think of some of the plants we are seeing today, what your ideas are in terms of gardening plants, and let's continue to go plant shop. And you can see right over here, we do have quite a bit of Encore azaleas. This is my favorite azalea to grow because they're hardy. They can take a little bit more light than the average azalea. And of course, they are readily available. So you can see right here, I really like the autumn Starburst right here for $16.98, but they have several different types of varieties as well. What I also like about these azaleas, these Encore azaleas, is that they have very compact leaves. So this one right here is an autumn chiffon, for instance, $16.98. I do like that this one also has a nice shape, like of a bush already for the autumn chiffon. So I may end up buying one of these today as well. That is a problem about going shopping, is because you can see right here, they have lots and lots of different types of bushes. These are actually nicely shaped. So I have to say kudos to Encore azalea for already having a nice shape on these. I'm probably going to end up buying these as well. My husband Luke is probably going to end up killing me because we are already spending way too much money on plants. And so here I am trying to give you guys, what is it? Tips on how to save hundreds of dollars on plants. I think the only way you can possibly do that, to be honest, is if you just don't go to a big box store. So plant foldies, I am going into battle for y'all because I constantly am going to big box stores, but these are really nice specimens of Encore azalea. I will definitely buy the Philippine lime, the calamansi, but as far as what we have in today's video, look at all of these plants. And we have even more right over here. Now these ones are a little bit more pricey, but let's take a look at it. So this one is, it's a little windy today too. This one is a autumn fire. And this one actually doesn't get too big. It's only 2.5 feet high and 3 feet wide. So it's a little bit more of a dwarf variety here. We also have Autumn Princess. And we actually have even more azaleas right over here. The thing about azaleas, plant foldies, as I spin around, we're going to go ahead and quickly walk around here, is the fact that they do require quite a bit of acidity in their soil. They do better with more acidic soils. So just keep that in mind. But you can see right over here, look at how pretty these azaleas are. This one is Autumn Ivory. Let me know in the comment section, plant foldies, if you guys have actually grown azaleas, what your plant care tips are. I know that they like to stay moist, but not soggy. And drought actually kills them. So that is one of the reasons why I ended up sending a lot of them to Plant Heaven. Either way, beautiful plant and ones that I would add. And then when we talk about this, take a look at this that's a japonica right over here. This one is also known as a Japanese Aralia. Another one that I would love to grow in my Japanese garden, but it is one that will not really grow for me because of my grow zone 8B. Some people will adapt this as an indoor plant. It is a beautiful one and it is one that I gravitate to. But whenever you take this indoors, it is a little bit more spider mite prone. So, caution on that. But that is another plant that you could add. And then you can even see here, we have some more Japanese maples right here. Beautiful foliage. And then we also have some cordyline Hawaiian tea plant, $19.98. And I actually, so I'm gonna get excited in just a sec. I will pan around there and show you why. But as far as today's video, look at all of these beautiful encore azaleas. I am so tempted to purchase them. And this one is another large one, $49.98. This one is grows 3 feet and 3.5 feet wide, but it is already a full-blown bush. That is really nice as well. But as far as what we have here, let's see what this is. It looks like limited deal, $25 for assorted 3-gallon encore azalea. So let's go ahead and keep moving around here, plant foldies, and see what else we have. So we have the Fatsa japonica again. This one is a nice Japanese Aralia for $12.98. Beautiful. And then this is what got me excited because I am really happy to finally see this again. We have these Arabian jasmine. This one is for $12.98, and this is the national flower of the Philippines. It has a very fragrant smell, and you can see right there, that is it. And what's exciting is I didn't know that this is actually a perennial or can be a perennial in my grow zone, which is 8B. So very excited for that. These are a fast grower. It does need full sun. And so as far as, this bush right here, I would love to get this beautiful Arabian jasmine, and this one is for $19.98. I love that as well, and this is not a bad price at all. And so as far as going to Lowe's, I just can't believe that we have a lot of plants that are from the Philippines that are readily available. So let's continue to walk around here, and I hope you guys will stay till the very end, and I will give you my recap of some of these plants. So in today's video, we have looked at a lot of perennials, annuals, spring garden, Japanese maples, all sorts of plants that we can find. We found citrus trees for a really good value. Again, I am really excited that we have at a big box store more Philippines plants like this Arabian jasmine. This is the national flower of the Philippines. And guess what? It's only $12.98. I urge all of the plant foldies to add an Arabian jasmine. In the Philippines, they call this the sampaguita, and it is a fragrant flower. It blooms actually are used for jasmine green tea, if you didn't know. And I'm probably going to end up buying some of these Arabian jasmine as well. Decisions. That's the thing about going to a big box store. When you find an amazing deal, you can't help but keep trying to not buy plants. I don't know about you, plant foldies, but that is really the dilemma I am in. And then actually, I wanted to show you this as well. So if you look at this, I'm going to go ahead and bring this down. This is a Fatsa japonica camouflage. So this is a variegated Fatsa japonica. Look at how stunning this one is right here. Green on green variegation. And some people can try to grow this indoors. I'm not 100% sure if I would be able to grow this indoors, but what I do know is it is a beautiful green on green variegated plant. You'll have to let me know in the comment section what you think, but this is one that I would love to add into my plant collection again. And let's see how much it costs. It costs $44.98. So quite interesting, but also quite expensive. So you would just have to really find a budget for that. And then I'm going to spin around here, and you already know plant foldies. I wanted to show you the terracotta. So I love the fact that you guys have actually embraced terracotta. My terracotta pick though would be the Cabo terracotta ones. If you notice here, it has more of a modern look on the actual lip. It's just a solid, very minimalistic approach. And this one's for $4.98. That one is a 4.5 inch planter. And then for $6.98, this is a 6-inch planter. And I just really love the look of it. You'll have to let me know if you are also a fan of terracotta. I think terracotta is a very classy planter. It works for outdoor garden plants, indoor tropical plants. It works for everything. And to me, if you want to just have a classy look, have a bunch of terracotta planters. I know that there are some plant lovers that literally just grow terracotta, grow their plants in terracotta. So Lowe's is one of the best places to find different varieties of terracotta. You can even see right over here, this is an azalea. Oh, I can't get it out. But anyways, terracotta, that is another one that I would recommend if you are going to be growing your plants. And then another reason why I also like terracotta and just that look is even these gray granite looking ones. So if you like neutral colors, this one works for you as well. So wow, today's video has been super exciting. Today's video has really gotten me excited about spring. It just gives me a good vibe. And I know that a lot of my plant shopping videos, I've been very chatty, but at the same time, as I mentioned in my live stream, and if you haven't caught it yet, definitely look at the video here and look for it on my YouTube channel. It's where I spill some spring green tea. Thank you, Plant Foldies, for tuning in and letting me be my most authentic self. I have decided that as I make content for my YouTube channel, that I am literally just going to talk to you guys directly, be very transparent. And so if this is the kind of content you like, I appreciate it. If it's not your cup of tea, it is okay as well. Because what I've realized is when you are making social media posts or content, you can't always please everybody, but the right community is always going to find you. And to me, whoever is still watching this video, then you must be part of the right community. So I did want to just give you some more of my insights. And then as far as today's video as well, spring is about new beginnings, growth, and hope. So if you are actually, going through some struggles and just really not having the best time, just know that today is a blessing. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. So get out there, go ahead and enjoy some plants and just enjoy life in general. Life is too short, and the Plant Foldy community is here for you. So please, 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 if you are ever struggling, just jump into the live chats, interact with us. Plant Foldies, I definitely encourage it. So anyways, let me go ahead and I'm going to start wrapping up today's video, but I did want to show you one thing that I also love to show you. This is what you call a plant that is adaptable into an indoor space. And these are the proven winner heart to heart caladiums, $7.98. What do y'all think of that? I think it is absolutely stunning. This is the heart to heart snowdrift caladium. Very beautiful one here. And this is, again, one that I probably will eventually add to my collection. But as I've said in a lot of my videos, let me rephrase it. You may want to buy a plant because you feel like you need to add it into your collection. But if I'm really being honest, as far as the want or the need, if you factor in the fact that sometimes you may want a plant, but is that plant really suitable for your space or more so your time? Think about that, and also think about your budget constraints. Like as much as we say you only live once, we also have to factor in bills and just our day-to-day expenses. And as much as we love plants, there are other ways to acquire them. So as much as I love, these caladiums, for instance, I just know long-term that it's probably going to go dormant in my indoor space. And I have hundreds and hundreds of Aglaonema to tend to. So this is not necessarily one that I would actually buy, but it's one that I would actually enjoy just looking at. And that's really the purpose of a lot of my plant shopping videos, is showing you guys the different types of plants without actually having to add it into your plant collection. I mean, like for instance, this one right here. So I am obsessed with marigolds. And you can see the reason why we have a lot of marigolds over here. Let me take a look at this. $1.98 for these African marigolds. And if you didn't know, these have so many uses for your pets, yourself. Like for instance, I would feed the marigold petals to my backyard chicken. I probably will end up buying a more African marigolds just because they have really big, beautiful blooms and they're super easy to care for. And what I plan on doing with my marigolds is basically collecting the seeds and then growing them. But as far as these marigolds, lovely. I could have a whole row of these and be extremely happy. They also are good companion plants for any spring garden, just because marigolds repel plant pests. And so having a bunch of these, it's just a really good plant to have. These are annuals in pretty much all grow zones. So just know that you're going to have to replant these, but for $1.98, that's actually not a bad price. I may end up buying 3 more of these African marigolds, and I'll go ahead and give you guys some more details of the plants right over here. So plant foldies, what do y'all think of today's video? We have seen so many beautiful outdoor garden plants. I went ahead and decided that we probably just need to make this a full episode featuring outdoor garden plants. And that's the thing about going to one of the best Lowe's locations out in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. This is the one in Dallas, Texas. I'll give you the actual address in the video description. So if you ever want to visit here, definitely check it out. But look at all of these beautiful marigolds again. And these ones are only for $1.98. Beautiful, beautiful marigolds right over here. I love it. And I love the fact that not only did this Lowe's location take me back to Japan with all of the Japanese maples, they just have such a massive selection of outdoor garden plants for spring 2026. Highly recommend you guys coming over here. And you can even see here, we have more marigolds here. I will say that probably marigolds are my favorite flower. They do bring me joy, and they do bring me back to when I was a child. It was literally my first flowering plant that I ever grew from seed. And that is the reason why, you know, there is an emotional attachment to marigolds. I could have fields and fields of this. And I just love the fact that this Lowe's location really has quite a bit to choose from. So quite interesting. And, you know, with marigolds, the one thing I will say is do not over fertilize it with nitrogen, because if you do, they will end up actually producing more foliage than these beautiful blooms right over here. I think that these marigolds are stunning, and only for $1.98, you can buy several of these and grow them in containers, which is what I am currently doing. And of course, this can't be a Grow Fold YouTube video without me talking about Miracle Grow All-Purpose Fertilizer. This is for $18.98, but it does get the job done. So if you're looking for a lot of boost in your spring growth, definitely utilize Miracle Grow Fertilizer. And let's go ahead and pan around here, and I'll show you a couple more plants, and then we are going to wrap up today's big box or plant shopping video for spring outdoor garden plants. All right, plant foldies, we're gonna go ahead and just look at some more of these annuals. These are the polka dot plants, for instance, $1.98. And you can see how beautiful the colorful foliage is right here. I love this, but I just haven't been able to grow them successfully indoors. So I don't know if it's just a plant that you need to grow in a container outdoors. Needless to say, it is a beautiful plant. And you can see the pink speckling on the leaves. I love this as well. And it's got really good value for $1.98. So this is another example of a plant that is basically a plant that you can adapt to be an indoor space plant. And then you can see right over here, we have another one. That this one has more white speckling right over here. And I am loving the look of this plant as well. $1.98. That's really nice. And what else do we have here? We have some of my favorites. And so these are coleus. Look at this coleus plant right here. This one is for $1.98. Gotta love the coleus plant right over here. And then I also love the really deep colors of this particular plant right over here. Absolutely stunning. And it's one that I definitely need to get more of. You know, I was really obsessed with coleus plants, but you can see right here, we do have quite a bit of coleus plants to choose from. They are very easy plants. The only thing about coleus plants, again, is that they require quite a bit of water. So if you cannot keep their soil moist, they will go to plant heaven. But otherwise, they're very easy to propagate. They have a very high success rate of just growing. By just putting them into the soil. So coleus plants are definitely a top pick. And you can just see we have several of them to choose from right over here. We also have begonias right over here and impatiens right over here. And you can just see all of the gorgeous marigolds that we have. And it looks like the line finally died down. So I may end up buying some plants. And then lastly, right over here, we have another begonia for $7.98. Another gorgeous one to choose from right over here. So I'll go ahead and wrap up today's video and give you my recap. All right, plant foldies. We have gone big box store plant shopping here at the Lowe's out here in Dallas, Texas. You can see I'm back at the Japanese maples. In today's video, we delved into finding citrus plants, vegetables and herbs for gardening, outdoor flowering plants, both perennial and annual, shrubs, trees, succulents, and cactus. We've talked about terracotta planters and the usage for that, and just budget-friendly options on how to save money while going big box store plant shopping. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Definitely let me know in the pinned comment section what you think of the plants here. And also, YouTube is telling you need to continue to watch some of my videos. So definitely click that video and we will see what else I will come up with for the indoor tropical plants. Definitely check out part 2 for this video. Good vibes always, good vibes only. My name is Richie at Grow Poles, and I will see you on the next one. Bye. See ya.